Which op-amp circuit uses a resistance in series with input and capacitor in feedback path? A. Differentiating amplifier. B. Integrating amplifier. C. Logarithmic amplifier. D. Exponential amplifier. The correct answer is integrating amplifier. Saturation of iron core causes distortion. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. Which of the following is non-sinusoidal oscillator? A. Multivibrator. B. Relaxation oscillator using BJT. C. Relaxation oscillator using tunnel diode. D. Any of the above. The correct answer is multivibrator. Low gain bandwidth product of JFET is due to A. Reduced number of holes. B. Junction capacitive effects. C. Low degree of isolation between input and output. D. All of the above. The correct answer is junction capacitive effects. The circuit of the figure is an example of feedback of the following type. A. Current series. B. Current shunt. C. Voltage series. D. Voltage shunt. The correct answer is voltage shunt. The parameter of a BJT changed by 300. If self-bias is used in the amplifier using this BJT, the quiescent value of IC and VCE remain almost the same. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. A bypass capacitor produces A. DC ground. B. AC ground. C. Both DC and AC ground. D. None of the above. The correct answer is AC ground. Rise time in a transistor is changed from A. 10 of its final value to 90 of its final value. B. 0 of its final value to 90 of its final value. C. 10 of its final value to 100 of its final value. D. 10 to its final value to 50 of its final value. The correct answer is 10 of its final value to 90 of its final value. The common gate amplifier has a characteristically input resistance and an output resistance. A. Low-low. B. High-high. C. Low-high. D. High-low. The correct answer is low-high. For input and later stages BI-FET op-amp use A. JFETs and MOSFETs respectively. B. MOSFETs and JFETs respectively. C. JFETs and BJTs respectively. D. BJTs and JFETs respectively. The correct answer is JFETs and BJTs respectively. The emitter-coupled pair of BJTs gives a linear transfer relation between the differential output voltage and the differential input voltage VID only when the magnitude of VID is less a times the thermal voltage, where A is A4, B3, C2, D1. The correct answer is 1. In most transistors the collector region is made physically larger than the emitter region. A. For dissipating heat. B. To distinguish it from other regions. C. As it is sensitive to ultraviolet rays. D. To reduce resistance in the path of flow of electrons. The correct answer is for dissipating heat. The leakage current in CB configuration may be around A. Few microamperes. B. Few hundred microamperes. C. Few milliamperes. D. Few hundred milliamperes. The correct answer is few microamperes. In figure VCC30 VIC corresponding to Q point is 1 mA. If RC 5K and RE 5K VCE corresponding to Q point is A. 30 V. B. 20 V. C. 25 V. D. 5 V. The correct answer is 20 V. Symbol shown in figure represents A enhancement only N-channel MOSFET. B. UJT with P-type base. C. N-channel MOSFET with internal protection. D. Phototransistor. The correct answer is N-channel MOSFET with internal protection. In which of the following circuits is op-amp used in open-loop configuration? A. Comparator. B. Summing amplifier. C. Integrating amplifier. D. Logarithmic amplifier. The correct answer is comparator. In the op-amp circuit of figure V0, A3V14V2, B3V14V2, C3V1V2, D3V1V2. The correct answer is 3V14V2. In a diode rectifier with a capacitance input filter, a surge current is likely to flow when the circuit is switched on. The cause of this surge current is A. The nonlinear behavior of diodes. B. The capacitor acts as a short circuit at the instant of switching. C. The inductance of LEDs. D. Both A and B. The correct answer is the capacitor acts as a short circuit at the instant of switching. In a CE amplifier, it is desired that the signal should be able to swing equally in both directions. Then the Q point should be A. At the center of AC load line, B. At the center of DC load line, C. At the center of collector voltage, D. At the center of collector current. The correct answer is at the center of AC load line. In a base driver amplifier, the voltage gain is the ratio of A. AC collector voltage to AC base voltage, B. AC emitter voltage to AC base voltage, C. AC collector voltage to AC emitter voltage, D. AC base voltage to AC emitter voltage. The correct answer is AC collector voltage to AC base voltage. A junction field effect transistor can operate in A. Depletion mode only, B. Enhancement mode only, C. Depletion and enhancement modes, D. Neither depletion nor enhancement modes. The correct answer is depletion mode only. The RE model equivalent circuit shown in figure is for A. CE amplifier, B. CC amplifier, C. CB amplifier, D. None of the above. The correct answer is CB amplifier. CMRR is the ratio of differential voltage gain to common mode gain. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. The purpose of impedance matching in an amplifier circuit is to achieve A. High efficiency, B. Reduce distortion, C. Maximum power transfer, D. None of the above. The correct answer is maximum power transfer. For the circuit of figure, the input and output Miller resistances are A. 5K each, B. 1 ohm and 5K respectively, C. 5K and 1 ohm respectively, D. 1 ohm each. The correct answer is 1 ohm and 5K respectively. In a BJT CE amplifier circuit, the value of coupling capacitor should be such that A. Its reactance is small for the lowest frequency in the input and output, B. Its reactance is high for the lowest frequency in the input and output, C. Its reactance is 0 for the lowest frequency in the input and output, D. Its reactance is infinite for the lowest frequency in the input and output. The correct answer is its reactance is small for the lowest frequency in the input and output. In order to rectify sinusoidal signals of millivolt range 0.6 V, A. Bridge rectifier using diodes can be employed, B. Full wave diode rectifier can be used, C. A diode is to be inserted in the feedback loop of an op-amp, D. A diode is to be inserted in the IP of an op-amp. The correct answer is a diode is to be inserted in the feedback loop of an op-amp. CMRR of an op amp is about 0.1. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is false. A transistor amplifier has poles at S1 0.000245 x 10⁹ radsec, S2 0.0748 x 10⁹ radsec, S3 0.670 x 10⁹ radsec, S4 4.38 x 10⁹ radsec. The upper 3 dB frequency of the amplifier will be AS1, BS1, S2, S3, S4. CS1, S4, DS4. The correct answer is S1. In the circuit of figure for sinusoidal input, the waveform of the output will be as shown in A. Figure A, B. Figure B, C. Figure C, D. Figure D. The correct answer is Figure D. An engineer designs an amplifier to have a voltage gain of 60, but when constructed it only had a gain of 50. What value of feedback will double the gain? A. 0.5, B. 0.66, C. 1, D. 3.3. The correct answer is 1. The maximum theoretical efficiency for Class A amplifier is A. 12.5, B. 25, C. 50, D. 75. The correct answer is 25. In the case of an amplifier, the normalized voltage gain is given by where F0 is zero frequency, Fp is pole frequency. For a standard frequency response of the amplifier, A. Fp F0, B. Fp F0, C. Fp F0, D. F0 to Fp. The correct answer is Fp F0. In a rectifier, only a portion of input power is converted into DC power. The rest is AC power. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. The slope of the transfer characteristics of an N-channel JFET is A. Positive, B. Negative, C. Constantly varying, D. 0. The correct answer is negative. Figure shows A bipolar transistor, B. JFET, C. P-channel MOSFET, D. N-channel enhancement MOSFET. The correct answer is N-channel enhancement MOSFET. In a current mirror, the IV curve of compensating diode is similar to collector curve of transistor. B. The IV curve of compensating diode is similar to transconductance curve of transistor. C. Either A or B. D. Neither A nor B. The correct answer is the IV curve of compensating diode is similar to transconductance curve of transistor. In a JFET, gates are always A. forward biased, B. reverse biased, C. either forward or reverse biased, D. unbiased. The correct answer is reverse biased. By connecting external resistances to a differential amplifier, we can adjust A. voltage gain, B. bandwidth, C. both voltage gain and bandwidth, D. none of the above. The correct answer is both voltage gain and bandwidth. A feedback network to be used with an amplifier to provide oscillation is tested and found to give an output of 0.124 V with a 0.5 V input. What must be the minimum gain of the oscillator to provide oscillations? A. 40, B. 60, C. 100, D. 130. The correct answer is 40. For the circuit shown in figure, low cutoff frequency is A. 1.59 Hz, B. 159 Hz, C. 1.59 kHz, D. 1.59 MHz. The correct answer is 1.59 Hz. In a CE amplifier, the Q point is very close to saturation point on the DC load line. This results in A. Positive clipping of collector current. B. Negative clipping of collector current. C. Both positive and negative clipping of collector current. D. Either positive or negative clipping of collector current. The correct answer is positive clipping of collector current. Class B amplifier has less efficiency compared to A. Class A, B. Class B, C. Class C, D. Class A, B, and C. The correct answer is Class A. In the amplifier circuit figure, the quiescent point voltage and current are A12 V5 mA, B12 V2 mA, C10 V2 mA, D10 V5 mA. The correct answer is 10 V2 mA. Calculate the OP voltage of a non-inverting constant gain multiplier with R1 100K, RF 600K, V1 2V. Then OP voltage VO of non-inverting OP amp is given by A 16V, B 14V, C 20V, D 15V. The correct answer is 14V.